Thanks for having me. I like Anecdota. I like these teams. I like these players. Excited.
The question I have is, will Lightning strike twice? Can DC actually bring down Cloud9 again?
Oh, come on. I don't think it's that. The odds are that stacked against them.
It really isn't. It really isn't. But still, it makes for an epic storyline.
I just need a little bit of confidence, you know?
Mm-hmm. They do. They really do. It was, yeah, that's actually, okay, I got information. We now have our stats man with it, so he'll be pumping me information throughout the game as well. That was actually Cloud9's official first loss with a new roster. They're now they're now 9-1. That was their first loss.
Yeah, I think I was wrong too. I said they lost like 7 in a row. I think it was only 5. I'm not sure. I think they only played each other in 2 series.
Yeah, if so, I can actually give you an answer to that one as well. So they, with Cloud9's recent games, they played DC in a 2-game series, which was in it's actually both the same event. So it was the first qualifier game where Cloud9 won 2-0, and then they played each other in the grand final in the best of 5, where Cloud9 3-0'd them. They hadn't faced up before that point. Cloud9 have only faced up against UG, and they've faced up against Pain twice.
Sure.
They 2-0'd Pain twice.
Gotcha.
That was actually in almost the same competition. Cloud9 actually beat Pain Gaming last night. Pain were trying some interesting stuff. Like they tried to bring back the Timbersaw.
Oh yes, Timbersaw. Hey, Timbersaw. I've seen Timbersaw win some games. Didn't like Ichi pick it like TI or something? They may have.
They should have. Like Ice is on their team, so I'm fairly certain he would have been at one point. Just give me my hero.
Yeah, I think they are one of the teams that have played it a couple times. I know Bo3 played it a couple times too.
Mm-hmm. That's got to be that comfort hero you've been talking about previously.
Yeah, potentially. It's not the worst hero. It just has a really bad laning phase. Is all.
Well, laning phase was going to be a lot nicer for Cloud9 this time around. Darkseer as well as Tusker coming in. It's like how hard is it to one? Like with the block that you showed at TI, with the eye shards, the fact that Tusker can do that for the off lane, and take an entire creep wave into the tree line with him.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you surrender. You don't surrender the lane, but you just like give up on the fact that lane control is going to be a thing. So maybe you just get like greedy in the jungle, or dual lane mid or dual lane off lane.
Then you've also got that Tusker with like, do you even ban it out? Just fearing the techies combo with the Tusker? Like, I know you've got Darkseer already on the field, so that combo is, like, the chance of that is even lower.
They're not banning it, but yeah, it seems pretty unlikely that they would go techies, Tusk, since they have Darkseer, so maybe that's what they're banking on, but who knows? Maybe they'll just do it anyways.
Ban seems a little bit more unusual.
It's one of Sue's comfort heroes. He played it yesterday, actually, versus them.
I actually looked through his previous games. He's played at formation of this Cloud9 team. He's got AMs, actually only 1 PL, and then there's 4 Spectre heroes.
Really?
4 times he's played Spectre.
Wow. I didn't know it was that frequent, but yeah, they really like the hero.
Just basically Spectre, Anti-Mage, and 1 Rando Slark. That's all he's got. Yeah. Now Cloud9. I kind of want to see what their combo is going to be. Like, do they throw something in with the Tusker? Is he one of these heroes when you're... Like, I love seeing him as an offlaner. But when you put him as a support, do you always feel like you got a lot of options to combo with the Tusker?
He's like, he's okay for just kind of like sitting around mid and helping out. He's pretty strong, like, on his own. Just kind of like roaming around. Like, he can mana burst other supports pretty well.
So you use him more like an Earthshaker?
Kind of, yeah. He's like a... Not as good as Earthshaker, but in my opinion. But some people are just like really good at the hero. And for example, like in TI C deck, the I don't know if his name was Garter, maybe.
Yep.
He his Tusk was crazy good, and it was like.
I remember his shards. Like there was.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
so many fights on. I was actually in your game against them where they. Yeah. He got like 2 perfect shards when you guys tried to fight around bottom rune.
Yep.
And you couldn't go anywhere.
I know, he like split us up. We were just like half on one side of the shards, half on the other, and totally ruined our team fight. We were just like, alright, never giving this guy Tusk again. He's too good.
And that was a crazy game. That was such a crazy game.
Yeah, a couple of those games were pretty crazy.
Yeah.
There's one where I was undying for like the first time in the tournament. That game was insane.
I'm interested to see if CDEC can repeat what they've done. TI. Because I'm wondering if they are going to be looked at as like the one-trick pony. Because they're going to come to they're coming to ESL 1 New York. They will be there for the final.
Oh. I hope we don't play them first round.
Well, look, just so you can see what they bring, so you got time to analyze them.
Yeah, give you some time to adjust. You know, I needed that loss in the winter bracket.
You seem to be a great team like that. Like the longer you have in tournaments, the better. Like we saw the same thing at DAC, then we saw it now at TI5.
And like a miracle that we've gotten to the finals at every ESL, even though we've never won. But second place, you know, single elimination, not too bad. Anyways, we have Starter for 1437, Skyrath for AUI.
Troll. Good initiation, like the clock and the storm together to jump. The only thing we're missing now is their #1 hero. Unless they run the storm as a safe lane.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Bloodseeker. Pretty sure it's really good.
Okay. Is this a pickup from Cloud9 to try and deal with the weave the Dazzle brings? Or at least make like these mid ganks a little bit harder?
I mean, he's gonna have a lot of armor, but I mean, weave is pretty good at removing the armor. I think they just want to force fights and push early.
Okay.
They'll still go back for like a really hard carry though for Ritsu.
If they're gonna force a fight and push early, they're gonna need something more like a Luna to try and force that.
They might Luna. That would be a pretty good option for them.
Would make their 5-man really bloody strong.
Yeah, Luna's really not that bad here at all.
Because what else do you force down towers with? You're not going to be picking up into a Storm Spirit game.
The nice thing about Dazzle is like it's sometimes your physical damage carries have a hard time getting anything done because there's so much armor on your opponents. But you know, Luna's got a good mix of magic damage and physical damage in the late game.
Yeah.
So he kind of fills that spot.
Kind of buffs everyone up too, so yeah, even with the physical damage, you've still got that amplification. Someone's not caught by the Weaver. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Cloud9, they have the choice if 1437 wants to take it. The last hero for Digital Chaos, the #1 position.
I steal the Luna.
Would you want a Luna though up against a Darkseer?
Honestly, I don't think it'd be that bad because you have Dazzle to heal your wave. Also, you have Dazzle and Skyrath, who are probably both going to commit to like keeping the Darkseer zoned.
It's just the harassment I think of, because whenever I think of Luna, I just think of someone who's actually up on a mount but can't have a range. The range is so pathetic.
That's true. It is hard to deal with Ion Shells, but wave, they're looking at like a very strong tri-lane. They might be able to just like zone the offlaner entirely and maybe here to go jungle.
Okay. Well, Digital Chaos. Make your choice, boys.
I like Bloodseeker.
For Cloud9 or DC?
DC.
I really disagree with that. Like it still looks like it'll fit the lineup.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It links really well for Starkseer. Also, in like maning phase, you can put the called the Enrage or something.
Yep.
The damage like increase thing. You can put it on Skyrath, and he can like zone with his chain missiles. Cane bolt. Yeah.
I'm actually trying to remember the name of it. It's Blood Rage. It's Blood Rage.
Blood Rage. Sorry.
Yeah. And you're right. Yeah. And boom, Blood Rage, Blood Right, and Thirst.
Yeah, I like it. Good pick.
Well, Cloud9. They may have seen this one coming as well. And can you actually get away with someone like a Luna up against Bloodseeker? Where you just like stop on a dime and turn and fight.
Yeah, I think Luna's pretty good. She's one of those heroes that just has to, eventually just turn around and man up. And if he has the Blood Rage on, he'll die instantly to Luna ult. And also go BKB really early too if Bloodseeker goes Mel.
Either this or... And again, no, I'm actually really happy that Witch Doctor's on the field. I was thinking you need someone with a little bit more heal, because if you drop below, that Bloodseeker just has an absolute field down his lane, and they go for a Phantom Lancer. in fact. A little more difficult for Digital Chaos to control, considering they don't have as much AoE this time around.
Yeah, that's true. You got way less AoE. Clockwork's pretty bad versus PL for the most part. Dazzle and Skywrath are both, pretty weak. If Skywrath has a really good game, he can be very effective versus PL. But once PL gets like Manta or Diffusal, it's pretty hard for Skywrath to really do anything against that hero at all. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think Brax is gonna have to carry them through the early game, them out of the make sure PL can get online in time, and then TC and Storm are gonna have to be dealing with the PL, keeping him down, because I think late game C9's gonna have a big advantage with the PL.
Yeah, I agree. They're gonna get really tanky. The team fight's wonderful. In fact, even Digital Chaos going up into the tier 4 into the tier 3 towers are going to be really difficult. So they need a good start. But they're in their comfort zones. You got Skywrath Mage for AUI, Bulber on Clockwork. Can't have much more comfort than that. I don't know if TC's perfectly comfortable on a Bloodseeker.
Oh, I'm sure he is. This hero, it plays itself, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that.
Fast and right-click people. No,
Are you saying if you can't play a Bloodseeker, you can't play any hero in Dota?
I mean, there's definitely skill difference. Other people's Bloodseekers, and
that's true. But definitely very true. If you can't last it, then you might be in a little bit of trouble getting that early hand of Midas.
Yeah, it's easy to last it with the Quelling Blade and Blood Rage on.
See, there's ways that people like myself who are slightly lower skilled can play. Like I just get dry range, get to level 6, and it's almost impossible to screw up a last hit. Like, it's physically impossible. Unless you don't attack. That's the only other way. Actually, I really miss the Drove. Whatever happened to Drove? Why is Drove not picked?
Tuskar, Up, Anti-Mage,
all the range closing guys.
EL. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with that hero right now.
We need Gus to go through immunity.
Yeah, maybe. We got a patch coming up, so we'll see what happens.
And I'm interested to see what comes in that, and when it comes too.
Of course, everyone is question right now.
Yeah. Like, where's the nerfs? Where are they going to come? Storm's going to get some level of nerf. I was talking about this with Ryu. We're currently we're in the age of intelligence heroes.
They actually mixed up the match. They put Bloodseeker mid, Arith here to help, and then Storm in the safe lane with Dazzle.
Bloodseeker should have no problem with the DK.
He'll do great.
And with AUI just spamming out these orbs, this is the same time as where Dragon Knight was hoping for a little bit more like space to spray out his breathe fire. But he's already got his bottle, so
yeah,
Brax will play catch up fairly easily.
I don't know if I like this too much, but maybe they expect Tusk to kind of help mid, and they don't want their Storm to get messed up.
Tusk actually just moved towards the top lane, and they get rid of the Obs Ward instantly from DC. I was just on the edge of it as well.
Yeah, it's okay though. They thought it was only a ward, but this camp is still blocked. That's the reason why they double warded it. They put a ward on the left side for like vision and also blocking the camp, and then they put their other sentry on the right side, which still blocks the camp.
Yep.
So like right now, this guy's pull the camp. So, like this is something you can do with Darkseers. You push your lane up into the tower, and then you pull the side, and then you get experience and full advantage kind of a thing.
I love that from Brax. AOI was coming down for the bottle snipe. He may not have thought it was coming out as early DK as it did. But the bottle's already made its trip. I should also tell you too, I double checked. It is in fact Savage. I checked with the man himself. He's fine with SVG or Savage.
Savage, I like that.
It's the epic names. I was never quite sure with because I know it's AUI. That's how you meant to say his name. I always found that so boring. So I was like, it's like Owie 2000. So quick.
I always call him Owie in person.
I don't think he really cares either way. It was it was like Kuro. Like everyone was like, man, it's Kuroki. And then like he admitted to me one day, it was actually meant to be Kurokai. But everyone called me Kuroki. So
everybody's got weird names, so nobody's too picky.
Yeah. It's self-made. Like unless it's like meant to be, like, it actually has a physical world property name that
Yeah,
someone else has already had, and it was meant to be pronounced a specific way. And, yeah. It's like a Wurst. Not everyone pronounces his name correctly, and when I first said his name, I called him Xbox.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't find a better way to say his name. Like, it's actually taken time being here in Europe to get used to using different parts of like my vocabulary to say words. I was a lazy Australian.
Okay, so let's see how people are doing. Everyone's doing relatively well. I think Dragon Knight's doing pretty well, considering the circumstances.
Clock's gonna be really happy. He's actually finding levels, like Bulba's not getting zoned out by 1437.
Pretty hard to zone out a clock. He'll always just pull the weight back with his cogs.
Like, your pull time. That wasn't blocked for 1437. But he also rotated, like he didn't spend all of his time down here. They made a play on mid to try and kill off TC.
More focused on zoning rather than pulling, but he might pull on this next wave.
Place to do it. Timing's right. Careful of the courier. Savage is... He actually doesn't have enough speed for it, but that's got 2 boots in a bottle on the courier. There's no way you want to lose that this early on. It'll end up delivering it in. It was fine. I don't even know how like this dual lane's meant to add any pressure. This is the question I had before. Like what does the Tuskar do? Like he's roaming around, but it doesn't feel like he's got any real presence when it comes to the laning phase.
We've actually been up against this dueling before, and it's not very good. But what they're trying to do is just make sure Tusk doesn't get too far behind and gets some levels, and is able to have an effect in the mid game. But that's not really why you pick Tusk usually. So that might come back to them, I suppose.
You turn him into more of a leech instead of going for something like maybe even Sanking,
exactly.
where you can farm the jungle or stack the jungle.
That's true. That's kind of what he is doing. He's just leeching for now.
He at least is able to prep up a triple stack for DK. Always prioritizing the points up in Breathe Fire, so he's got 3 points up in that.
I think going the old Illidan build. 1 point Breathe Fire stats, and I don't even know.
Oh, was that the Illidan build? I thought he did that with the Jakiro.
I thought it was Dragon Knight.
I remember the Illidan build where he didn't go a single point up in Ice Path. He went 4 points Dual Breath, 4 points up in the Liquid Fire, and now nice little snowball.
That sounds nice. Wonder where it's going.
Nope, it's going to TC. They're underneath the tower, and Brack still has the rupture on him, so he's still dying. He'll get the sun on TC, but he won't have time to get away. AUI will take the kill, and again, DC open up with first blood.
Yep, small mistake there. Could have gone to the creep wave, probably would have lived. Unlucky.
He might have thought that TC would hang around a little bit longer, but TC read it. They backed up. And what a good start. You already get that kill off on the mid solo of Cloud9.
Yeah, anyway, I got the first blood too. It was worth a lot of gold, 500 gold, so...
It's actually not even, it's not for Brax to catch up with the stack, it's actually for MSS to get further ahead.
I think it's good.
He just took out the big stack.
Yeah, Dragon Knight could do it eventually, just like spamming Fire Breath, but way easier for Darkseer just to clear it.
Yeah. Is it worthwhile though? Like, I would have thought that maybe 1437 should have moved down with him. Closer towards having that Death Ward have some level of
maybe
like aggression when it comes to these kills.
Levels on Darkseer are pretty important. He could have done it, but being okay on levels, level 4, 7 minutes, 4.5, it's not too bad.
Everything's pretty level as far as levels go, but it's... Bloodseeker is the one who's obviously going to be ahead. Like, he's 7.5 and they're taking care of a stack right now. Water should be a little bit careful about the aggro he takes. They're still finishing the job. They haven't done it yet. They've still left a whole bunch of creeps here.
Yeah, he's got to kill the satyrs too, because they regen everyone up.
But he's got no mana for it. Like, he's got Arcane Boots in a moment.
He's good.
Okay. For the job. It's still a little bit longer than maybe he wanted to really commit to this. They bought space for the Dazzle, so now Dazzle's... Like who's really going to stop him? Like, Tuskar can snowball in, but Dazzle's got shallow grave
It's
as well as heal bomb. It's fine.
Yeah, he'll get some good farm up here too. Maybe get his own mana boots.
It's always one of those things that I love watching with teams where you make sure that you're like, you guys did it so much with Fear. Like, you get him any hero with lifesteal. Like,
Yeah,
pick him up with the more mask. Send him to the jungle, and then your support. Now, you don't have to play a 6-position support. You can actually play 2 4s because of it.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way you can effectively do these kind of like tri-lanes now with like 2 supports like Sky or Dazzle. You kind of have to send your core into the jungle early and make space for at least one of them to some items.
Yeah. It's just a nice little play. I also want to just give a shit, like, well, while we got ourselves a moment, it's a very passive early game and it's just a lot of farming for now. We might get some kill potential later, but it's just farming stacks. Just want to say, greetings to everyone who is tuning in, be you inside of Dota TV or not. We are streaming out ESL, but Join Dota's pumping out 2 streams tonight. We've got App and Durka over in our big studio doing the defense. It's one of our projects as well, which is back. Should be a fantastic event. We're only in the first phase of the group stage, so definitely go check that out. If you're dual twitching tonight, we're on Twitch for both of the streams, so share the dual Twitch links and tune into both.
Are you doing defense on land this year? So
we will have a LAN final.
Gotcha.
But we took the advice. I actually say I was the one that designed the system, where teams didn't want to play as much online, but we still needed a way where we could have some online games. So we actually do a 2-phase online portion. So we have 12 teams to play in the first phase of the group stage, and 6 seeded teams into the second phase.
Gotcha.
So we have 3 teams qualify from each group to go into the next phase, and then we'll do our LAN. Details to be released sometime soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Germany?
Soon! I said soon!
Soon as in like...
There's no official announcement. I don't know. It could be Germany. It could be Slovenia. You never know.
Probably Germany.
We'll make it a paradise for Dota 2.
Germany's nice, man.
Germany is really nice. We actually hosted the D2CL finals here in our studios too. That was a little crazy.
Alright, game resumed.
Yeah, let's get back into the game. So, 10 minutes in, Bloodsneaker still doesn't look like he's being controlled at all. The Clockwork, like, Bulba's got level 6. Is this our rotation time? Is this now when DC say, okay, we have a Storm Spirit up at level 8.5, he's got really good money, and on his way to a Bloodstone, get a quick pick-off with him in combination with Bulba. Is this the plan?
I don't know. I feel like they're farming so well, they just keep farming.
It just keeps stacking and farming?
Sure.
But then Cloud9, like, they're actually doing something. They're gonna 3-man smoke up, and they're coming with MSS 1437 and Brax. And this is actually what I was waiting for 1437, is the Death Ward. It's the time when they can actually have enough damage to find a kill.
Oh, you see that? It's that Aoi 2000 ping. Ping his own jungle, he knows what's happening. The classic TI5 play from Radiant. Your hero, smoke the enemy jungle, drop down a ward, check out the stacks, maybe go get a kill, and then hopefully take a tower.
Well, unfortunately for, even with the ping that came out, there is in a lot of trouble, because they just rotated all the way through the jungle, up to the top. Don't even need to commit the Death Ward, but it ensures a kill for Brax. And he can TP back to mid lane when he's ready. At the moment, they're just giving it to Tusker, who found his level 6 as well.
I think they'll just go for the tower.
Looks like Storm's gonna go for the kill. Like, he's jumping in on Savage, goes a little bit deeper, and there's the steal from AUI, but Tusker had a lot of one charge up his sleeve, needs a snowball to protect himself, and he went to water, so he's up the hill, and gets the Walrus Punch water. Actually, the shard's gonna lock him in, so he commits into Savage. The Paralyzing Cask will not bounce, and well, there's not enough mana for a Death Ward, the stuns won't get in range, the Malediction kill won't work, while Bloodseeker kills the Darkseer on the bot lane. And water has enough regeneration underneath the fountain to survive.
It was so close. The Fire Breath hit, and then that Lance was incredibly close to landing.
It would have been great for them if they got it, but they lost out too much. Like, they lose Tusker, they lose Darkseer.
Yeah, it was a nice play by Water on the Storm. The regen rune, he used it really well. He got a bit unfortunate because he didn't see the snowball coming from the low ground. Cancelled his regen, but they still got the kill.
And they just keep, like, DC in front. They're actually 2,500 net worth in front at the moment. And with those kills, they're pushing towards 2k. And TC's having a great time. Yeah, he's got that so early on. He's already got another 1,100 gold. And we're only 12 minutes into the game.
He's level 11.
Just Bloodseeker things.
No one else is even close. No one else is even level 10 yet.
Kind of funny that this hero still keeps popping in and out of drafts. There's so many big heroes you can go for, but now they're going to try and have a crack at him, so Snowball in. Going to get that Malediction right with the Paralyzing Cast, but a shot from Bulba. Going to cancel the Death Ward. It never even got time to channel. Nice timing from Bulba, make sure TC stays alive, and now he actually wants to go for more. Having that haste through Lennu coming closer, the Mystic Flare from AUI, they just lock 1437 in a pit of death. And this will be the T1 tower on bot lane.
Plays, man. Playing so well.
They're just moving so perfectly across the map. And the timing for runes too, like to get a haste rune like that, getting Bulba into position.
That would have been such a big kill for C9, but
now C9 try and go for, again, the Dazzle. He's the only man from DC that's died so far, but with Bulba returning to the mid lane, they're not sure about going on anything. Bulba's Blade Mail's actually looking pretty good for his timing on it.
Yeah, he's farmed. Burrier's making space, you know, he may die, you know, once or twice, but he's keeping the lanes pushed out so that way Dragon Knight can't go get any towers.
They're about to jump again. Storm Spirit's coming in, that DK is so low, and Storm's just going to ball lightning right at the top. It's the Bloodseeker to find the kill, but he's got high movements because MSS is dropping low. Not enough to dive underneath the tier 2 tower, however. We have to keep remembering about the PL. This PL is still farming up top, but is his impact going to be enough when Storm Spirit's about to complete a Bloodstone? So he's good enough to jump after him.
It's a pretty good, it's an okay PL game, but you know, if his teammates aren't doing well, then it's gonna be really hard for him to kind of do things in the mid game when Bloodseeker and Storm are so farmed. Even like Aerith is getting pretty farmed, Dazzle's doing really well, Clockwork, you know, like we said, has like a really early Blade Mail. So pretty much everyone on DC is doing relatively well. Storm and Bloodseeker doing exceptionally well. And then it's kind of only PL from C9 that's farming. Dragon Knight's going to become quite the burden, I think.
Yeah.
Probably just look for a Blink Dagger this game and try and catch Storm.
It's one of those times when you kind of really wish you still actually had you had the Luna pick instead of the PL. So you can force down lane so the DK can have a little bit of extra damage in the fights when he gets his Splash Dragon form.
Maybe.
In hindsight, it's...
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's not really the carry, it's just the way this game has gone. I think it was, you know, the Tusk offlane kind of thing. It didn't really do anything for them. And
15-minute
the
Bloodstone.
dual lane mid from DC was actually pretty smart. I think it worked out really well. Bloodseeker free farm, they actually got first blood onto Dragon Knight, I think. Yeah, they did. That was pretty big. And it was like, because they have the Tusk offlane, the Darkseer offlane, they can either like tri-lane up there and try and make sure he doesn't get anything, or they just go dual lanes and just say, okay, Darkseer, you're going to get a little bit, but we're going to mess up your mid lane. And that trade really worked out for them.
Okay, so is Maelstrom really the thing for a Bloodseeker?
Yeah, definitely. Mjolnir against PL is the way to go.
Oh, true. I always have like Harney's logic in the back of my mind. Whenever, like, I quoted this one last night. And whenever you deal with illusion-based heroes, he always said, like, just go for the hero itself. Don't try and deal with the illusions. And that was around the same time as, like, Mjolnir was being picked up to try and deal with things like Naga Siren and such. And the old version of the PL.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this build is definitely the build on Bloodseeker, because he's kind of one of those heroes that just gets in there.
Probably helps him with his farm rate as well. You always want something to help him with attack speed. Yeah, he's good. It's also like, can you ever really buy a bad item on a Bloodseeker?
It's pretty hard. I think you can even go Dagon, you know? It's good.
Hey, Dagon's legit. Dagon's fully legit. But that's also something which I learned a long time ago from Jacob. From Melk. He always enjoyed playing with his Dagon Bloodseeker.
Sure. Alright, so we got smoke from BT. They're looking towards. They're gonna get a ward up, I think. Yeah, Furry's got a ward. It's already a sentry here from C9 though.
Let's see the odds, but now smoke breaks. Bulba gets the vision. Hook shots instantly into the DK. He'll pop off his Dragon Form. TC, he's going to rupture over on the dark side, so no running away from this one. But they snowball in for the Walrus, punching Bulba. The Shallow Grave's the only thing keeping alive. They still get through Brax, but Naxia also drops Bulba, living by the skin of his teeth. Able to actually have timed the bottle up and survive. The PL even dies to water, solo killing him up. Oh, things have just gone from bad to worse. It's 9-1. This...
Digital chaos, man. And doesn't know what to do. Too much chaos.
Okay, what is the difference between the series that you cast yesterday and this series today? What is Digital Chaos doing differently against Cloud9?
What's happening? It's disconnected. I think they actually have a game plan this game. And that's nice. They have some direction. You know, they're smoking, they're going for objectives,
So it's just, like, is it the teething thing we were talking about before? Where a team's just going to find, like what makes them a team?
I don't know, they just, like, manage the laning phase much better. You know, you can only lose to a team so many times, right, before you beat them.
True.
So, United's probably like, okay, we'll just go in and play our game. We'll be fine. And then, you know, DC's, like, trying to figure out different ways to beat them, and if, you know,
Such a huge game to win over them, though. Like, this takes C9 out of ESL 1 New York.
Yeah, but to be fair, you know, they... I think the Singapore tournament's also, you know, relatively the same size, if not bigger, than ESL. And actually no, I think, but is ESL 250?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Singapore tournament's similar in size, a little bit smaller, but it's still, you know, a huge tournament for them, and they, you know, they beat them 3-0 there yesterday. So
yeah. Well, each team gets travel. It's good. Yeah, you're about to say good exposure for the American team, weren't you?
Yeah, two different teams going to two major lands.
Yeah.
So.
It's good for the teams too, because they can focus. They can focus on one land as opposed to having to do like multiple lands. So they can make sure they go in there and prove the fact they deserve to be there. Of course, this is only the first step. DC, if they do win this is still the quarterfinals only, and there's some good American teams left.
True, but some people think that these are the two best teams in there, including I think that as well. I haven't seen the other teams play, but
I'm still waiting for the team with the stupidest name in the world, the High Council of Wizards and Priests.
Yeah, the Mason team.
The Mason
I'm
team.
a big fan of Boreal Esports. So,
oh, they didn't have a great day yesterday. They actually had a real rough day yesterday.
But they made it. They survived.
They did. They made it 2-1.
That's all that matters.
But only just. Like that series was one of the craziest series ever. I still don't understand half of what happened during those games, just because it defies logic.
Yeah, I didn't watch it too closely, but I was glad to see them win.
You should check out. I think it was Game 3. Yeah, Game 3, and Chibi Storm Spirit. It was fun. Most definitely fun, to say the least. That was also the Game 1 where you don't want to look at Jenkins' game. That was his Earthshaker game in series. Full tilt mode. Alright, so after reliving memories, looks like Tier 1 Town's gonna be pressured again. Cloud9 aren't exposing themselves too much. And in fact, they found the PL. It was outside farming, no doppelganger, but the paralyzing cast going to be good. Into the death wall, but 1437 again getting stunned up with the back wall from MSS. Absolutely perfect. They even get the kill over on the Radiant Courier. Alright, this going both ways. Water's going to jump himself away, burns the Aegis of the Immortal, and Brax has the Blink Dagger up and running, gets a stun over on that Dazzle. He'll still get Shallow Grave off, but he will not be able to survive this. One quick burst heal, that's all he can do. Down for the count. Now it's Cloud9's turn to attack into the tower, or is it? TC behind them starts the Blood Right. Cleans up a little bit of what was there for Cloud9 and actually makes them pull back. They can't finish the tower push.
Yeah, I actually didn't realize Storm had Aegis there, and that was I was like, well, this is going so bad. But luckily he had the Aegis and it turned what was a really bad fight into not too bad of a fight. But definitely not optimal. They had to chase the PL a little bit longer than they wanted to there.
It shows that Cloud9 has the ability to fight more than anything else, Storm. Yeah, not enough mana for water. She came in a long way. If they can get close enough to snowball in after him, he's got no mana to speak of, so the Shards can make him run around. There's a lot more support behind him with AUI still there.
It's just Tusk and Witch Doctor though, I don't think they can kill him.
Yeah. Another Witch Doctor ulti as well that 1437 can't channel for longer than, like, I think he only lasted a second before he gets interrupted.
Yeah, Orchid now. Pretty quick. Let's see. PL is going Manta first, I think.
Oh, they're coming. Bulba gets the hook shot. 1437 gonna cog push him back. And he keeps chasing after the Blade Mail's already been activated. TC wants to have a play of this. 1437 gets the mech charge. TC, only 465 movement speed.
Only?
He'll get a little bit more now that 1437 gets hit by the orb. He's up to 533.
The PL actually went S and Y. It was on the courier, but the Sage died. Really weird build.
Why would you go SMY? Like, Mana Style makes sense when you go BTs, because that's what enables split push, right?
I think Mana Style is more for like removing all the silence that's in this game. He's not going to be able to take off Orchid or Skylar silence until he gets a Fusel. He's a long ways from that.
It just seems really... It's really odd.
Just Ritsu things, man. Does his own thing.
Well, I suppose in some ways you got to respect that. In other ways, you just try and theory craft it and say, well, okay, does this really gain you anything, or is this just like stubbornness in builds?
You know, I'm not a PL player myself, but you know, if he thinks it's the best item, then you know he thinks it's the best item. That's kind of my on it all.
Alright, I apologize for people on the local recording. So, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, welcome back. This will now be part 2 of your VOD. So, we just had our recording stop for a moment. For everyone on the live stream, you wouldn't have noticed anything at all. Only for the YouTube audience.
Okay, so I think DC will just kind of hang back and wait for their BKB on Bloodseeker. It's actually pretty hard to fight into C9 right now with that Darkseer Dragon Knight.
Yep. Kind of like this new hillside that they made in Reborn, where water is at the moment. So you've actually got like space to work around with this.
Oh really? I didn't even notice that.
There's these little things where they've modified the map.
You ward up there?
I would believe so. I believe you might even be able to skewer heroes up into there. Considering Storm Spirit is stuck there, you got another skewer position.
Yeah, I think he killed I think there were a full set of trees there though.
Yeah, there was. There was. When he jumped up, he took him out.
Gotcha. What if you like park a Sand King up there and somebody tries to push your tier 1 and... Bye.
Yeah. I don't know if you can get up a little bit higher though, because there's this little crevice up here.
Oh wow. I doubt that. Probably not.
It would look a little odd. Maybe Batrider could get himself stuck up there at one point.
Yeah, Batrider. Where'd that hero go?
I wondered that myself. Everyone was always like, man, this hero is so fantastic mechanically, he's just so well, like, so sound. How do you kill him when he can Firefly over hillsides as well?
If you nerf him like 10,000 times, you'd never even have to kill him. You just let him do his own thing the whole game.
It's just so good. Maybe one day he'll come back. One day. 7 will find a way. It's his hero. Storm. Kind of confident for Water to jump in this far, knowing that DK. I suppose. Well, he knows the DK's on top lane, so he's not worried about the Blink Dagger. If they have any more lockdown. Just get that stun control. The PL's about to complete up his Diffuser Blade. Burn through the mana pool of the Storm Spirit. It's not easy.
Yeah,
it's not easy when he's got 1500. If he had Mantra Illusions, he could be quicker.
I guess SNY makes him a little tankier. Nice.
Maybe that is his thought. Like, he's just looking at it going, I need to be able to survive until the Orchid wears off, or I need to be able to survive with Rupture. It's a little bit more tankability, but could you also achieve the same thing by picking up, like, Vlad and just standing your ground up against a PL or...
Vlad's PL. I don't know.
You're not a big believer in Vlad's PL?
I've seen in pubs.
Stopgap measure for a PL so he could just farm?
I always thought that was like old PL build because like, you know, your illusions lasted so much longer and they would duplicate themselves and just push lanes really fast.
There was actually there was a Southeast Asian team that experimented out. I can't remember if it was actually MVP that did it, but they ran Mask of Madness on a Phantom Lancer.
Oh man, yeah.
It sounds really stupid.
It does sound.
But
won, right?
he got a lot of space. He got a lot of space, so he was moving in through the dire jungle and just like legging it everywhere.
He probably ran really fast.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And he made illusions nice and quick. But when it came to team fight, oh my god, it was terrible. He couldn't team fight. It was a pure split push build. That's all it was. Alright, so DC, they want to try and have a crack at bot. They're being watched very closely. This observer was in a great position for Cloud9. So they see everything that DC's preparing, including Bulba's hook angle. So just letting it go. Like MSS is a TP scroll. He wants to keep farming. PL is also doing the same thing. He's got BT, so he can come. And there's no reason to actually. They just let the tier 2 tower drop. They just keep farming until the time is right to fight. Still not seeing Anthony coming in for 1437. This Aghanim Scepter Dream is exactly that, a dream. He's the lowest net worth at 1.8k. The nearest to him is 4.5 on the Tuskar. This is the proper 6th position Witch Doctor.
Yeah, he's not doing very well. He also Max Maldic, which I've personally never done, but...
Poor Bulba. He missed the hook shot. He almost actually caught out 1437. Not one. The PL as he TP'd out.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That'd have been huge.
But he just missed it. So no cancelling of the TP. But you don't like the Max Maledict?
I don't know. I've never really done it. I've always been a fan of just like stun and heal or stats. It's just really hard to like enter a team fight and like actually cast Maledict. For the most part, it's okay versus Clockwork though, because Clock's generally just always in there. It's pretty easy to put on him. The heroes smoke Roche play.
They don't see it. Where's that? Bulba has a rocket, and in fact, the ping just came out from TC. It's like, okay, they're all missing. Something's gonna be happening here. The sigil's down, and they're halfway through Roshan, but that Clockwork rocket still hasn't flown in yet.
It just flew. They sent it bottom.
Okay, that's not going to help because they don't get vision. They've got it. They've got Roshan. They'll have the Aegis Immortal here, Cloud9. They get away with murder. The rocket flies in, but it's all too late. We've done stun, so they're going to start losing armor. But if DC commits into this, they're fighting up against an Aegis team that haven't had to expend any real abilities or life to take Roshan.
Oh man, that was such a risky play by C9, but it worked out. So.
But what do they do now? Like, you got an Aegis Immortal on PL. So you just say, you know what, we force the team fight when we get Dragon Form back up in 68 seconds?
You can still fight, you just gotta make sure this Dragon Knight doesn't kill someone with Link Stun.
So you're still happy to see a fight happen with that Dragon Form?
Sure, Bloodseeker has BKB, so...
Up for, they have a secondary smoke?
Oh, I meant DC could fight. I mean, C9 should obviously wait for Dragon Form.
Oh yeah.
Darkseer is super farm too. The Midas trying to kick in.
Looks like he's building. Is he going in for? This could be a casual cloak. But
I think it probably is.
Like, I'm almost wondering, like, that maybe this is another item which we can ask a question mark on. Like, whatever happened to pipe? Like, there's a lot of magical damage coming out from DC in this game. Can you validate buying a pipe?
I don't think so. I think Hex is probably the way to go for him, just to deal with the Storm Spirit.
As opposed to just making like that big 5-man ball that can push forward with resistance.
That's true. They could try and force it with the pipe, I guess, but not sure they need that to be successful. Might be better.
Well, for now, they are in a position where they can push into a tier 2 tower. DC aren't looking to defend this yet. Can, but they're still farming up. This Storm Spirit, he bought a Shiva's Guard recipe, so in 300 gold, he'll be able to pick up that full Shiva's. This Storm is so difficult to kill. The PL is also getting a lot of farm. Like, he's up to 3.6k gold on this Phantom Lancer now.
He's gonna be a problem, but once Storm gets to Shivas, it'll be a lot easier to like kind of find which PL is the real one, and then maybe Bloodseeker can focus him down.
Yep. As long as Bloodseeker doesn't get controlled, long jump down to bottom lane, and poor little Brax, that DK said he might be a burden. That's picked up pretty easily by DC.
He still got a blink stun, and he managed to get his BKB, so probably be useful.
He's just got to be alive when the fight begins. The only catch. Wondering too if he can blink, because if Water does that early jump in with the Shivas, you're going to have really good positioning. It's like now you see they are going to just push the tier 2 tower. The PL's not pushing fast enough that he'll be able to get that tier 2 tower in trade. There's fortification for both sides, so there's no advantage from that side either. There's no way Cloud9 want to come near that Storm Spirit. So yeah, they just let it go. And PL's already TPing back to base. DC have had enough. The DK is coming back to life again. Why risk it? You don't have to fight into that Aegis of the Immortal. I would tell you how long it's got, but our Roshan timer is bugged. Okay, now we know. So 1 minute 30 seconds. Perfect time for that pop-up. Volvo, please fix Roshan. Pretty late SMY for TC.
It's still a really good item on him though. Gives him, even more movement speed. Some slow for his opponent. Tanks him up. Attack speed.
But at this point, do you just think... I understand that the SMY is a great item, but don't you just worry that you'll be put in a position where you'll have to sell it?
No, he's got plenty of slots left. But he does have that Midas, so that is taking up a slot. I'm not sure. I think he'll probably go MKB next. Like the eventual butterfly that PL might get. For now, I think it'll be nice. They'll wait for that Aegis to go down to PL and then maybe try and take a team fight.
Actually,
that's why it's probably...
I'm just wondering if it might be better for the team if he went in for something more like the Assault Cuirass. Like, I know you've already got a Dazzle with you.
Yeah, it could go Assault Cuirass.
And they're coming to fight. That's a 4-man smoke move from DC. They still got the Storm Spirit, but he can TP to the tier 2 tower and just go from there. And with his pressure he's already applied to the mid, they forced the retreat from 1-4-3-7. So hook shot. Oh, they found Brax. MSS tried to force off him away, so the hook shot wouldn't connect. And that means he also hang around a little bit too long. The TP out won't be in time. Mystic Flare will do the work. And Cloud9 getting caught out on the bottom lane, trying to just get the hell out of there. DC punished them after a good hook shot from Bulba.
Yeah, that was a disaster.
That literally.
Yeah, so half them got out, and then
there was no way to come back and fight.
Yeah, then they Bulba caught the Dragonite, and the other two hesitated. They were like, "Oh wait, can we help them?"
Yep.
But then they just got caught as well. So.
And now DC, they can't force buybacks, primarily because there's just too low before they respawn, like on the timer. They can find a pick off there, maybe then they can do so. Creep Wave is only now just arriving with 10 seconds to go. A Radiant Creep Wave to get through, and Fortification as well to help Cloud9. And yep, here it comes. DK back to life again. Are they going to smoke move out? Yeah, they're going to smoke move out. So 4 together, the PL also TP's back. He sees the man on the front lines, but they find a different target. They find this Kairos Mage, the Shallow Grave, able to get out in time, but AUI, they're going to back him. 3 heroes back in again. TC to get snowballed, and then Walrus punched up. Just trying to man-mode. He needs to find himself a kill before he'll end up dying, which he will do so underneath the tower. As TC now on the run out, Dazzle, no way to survive this one. You're still going to Fusel charges, in fact a Blink Stun. They find Bulba, and now it's Cloud9's turn to find a great fight. A triple kill for the Phantom Lancer. He only just bought that Skadi and is already up to 2.6k gold, and they saved their bottom racks.
Yeah, that was an awful team fight for DC. That fight you could just see how much worse their team fight is than C9's. C9 didn't even have their Darkseer wall up, and they still just crushed that team fight.
So then you ask the question, how does DC end this? Like if they can't force the fight into a tier 3 tower, then they're gonna get out split pushed.
Yeah, potentially, but I mean, you saw in that last team fight, they got the initiation. And,
yep.
And in the last fight, C9 got the initiation, so things didn't work out.
So DC look for the picks and just try and keep C9 in the grave longer?
Yeah, look for the picks, get your Roshans, get your Aegis on Storm Spirit, and then you could probably win a team fight, I would imagine.
But they can't let it go on for too much longer. Or especially, they can't let another team fight like that happen.
Yeah,
1437, while he may not have any kills, he's sitting just shy of 2,000 gold. And actually, he's going to buy the Glimmer Cape. He's giving up on getting that. Well, he never even started. But he's not going to go for the Ags.
Dream is over.
Or at least it's delayed until he gets himself a Rampage. Back of a level 2 Death Ward.
A Rampage? Yeah, that's a lot of kills. That is.
A lot of kills to steal as well, with 5 million PL illusions battling. PL, we do have to start looking at his next item too. So he's got BT's Diffuser Blade, Bottle and a Ring of a Quill to be replaced sometime soon. You were calling out the Butterfly.
Yeah, for Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might not even go it, I'm not sure. For Scotty, which I think is actually probably a way better item. I didn't even think about that.
A lot of survivability from it. Makuri is making the trip up now. Maybe this is also the time the PL has to start looking at some damage output. Because they did take a while before they killed off the Bloodseeker. So he spends his money and it's a Talisman of Evasion. He's actually still going to go for the Butterfly.
Yeah, I mean it still gives some damage.
And it makes life harder, because that does force Bloodseeker into that Monkey King bar.
Yeah, and he's not really close to it.
It makes it difficult for the rest of DC, because the only physical damage they've really got comes from Bloodseeker. So if TC gets burst down at the start of a fight or control, there's not much more for DC to keep the fight going with.
Yeah, they have some serious PL problems. I'm kind of liking C9's lineup at this point. I think their team fight is just too much. DC could split push, you know, Storm's very good at split pushing, and maybe they could force C9 into like an awkward engagement around the Roche pit or something.
Oh. At the moment, Cloud9. They're a 5-man group up. Where are they going? Okay, they're just getting the hell out. PL's got farm to gain in middle lane. DC aren't giving him the vision. But they don't know if they can go out for any of these fights up against DC. But Roshan spawns up in like 30 seconds time anyway, so DC will pop in for that.
Roche.
It's probably the downside about Cloud9's draft, the fact that they can't just scout out Roshan. And if they are going to try and contest that, they'll have to either smoke in close or you got to blink the short distance over.
Send a sigil.
Oh, that's true. You got Tuskar sigil.
Something.
Yeah. It can also get picked off before it gets in, then you got no sigil for the fight. But it's better than losing Roshan, but they've got no choice now. They've lost Roshan. So this is also the third Roshan, Aegis and Cheese available. They're going to put the Cheese onto TC. And Storm, well, there's a long jump in. Bulba got the hook shot. 437 is going to go in water deeper after MSS. The Blade Mail's up from Bulba, but no one wants to attack him. It's the Glimmer Cape. It's allowing Darkseer just to run away. So they lose their Witch Doctor. Could have been a lot worse. And the PL's already starting to split push.
It's been worse. I felt like you were looking for an upside there. There really wasn't an upside.
That's what you always try and do, man. You gotta try and remain positive until the bitter end.
No, that's pretty much all that happened. They just lost their Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
DC got Roche, Aegis on Storm, he's almost got a Lincoln Sphere.
That Cheese on TC is gonna make life so much harder for him.
Yeah, it's nice. Cheese versus PL, you know, you lose all your mana, get it back.
Even the life, like they try and kill off TC, they bring him close, he just triggers the Cheese, or he gets a kill.
Yeah,
Huge
I do
amount
hope he gets that AC you talked about. That item will be very helpful for like pushing down buildings.
Yeah.
They don't really have the greatest like tower push, but if you had an AC, you know, makes things a lot easier.
Yep. PL's being very elusive on this top lane. Now AUI reveals himself, and well, PL actually backs up. You must think that AUI is not alone. to do such a thing.
Yeah. Well, Storm can fly in from anywhere, so...
That's true, and he's not far away. I still find that crazy that Storm can basically travel the entire length of the map.
What a hero.
Legit pick. Like, this hero is Dota. Almost as much as Techie's is.
Yeah, but I mean, look at C9's lineup. They didn't really pick any disables. They have Dragonite, like Witch Doctor, Cask. That you can't really count that versus Storm Spirit. You can easily dodge it. And then they have like a Tusk, Snowball, or Punch. Like, it's not really very good lockdown. So, sure, maybe like Storm seems like a really strong hero this game, but they didn't really pick any good heroes against Storm.
Even that Scythe of Vice you're asking for Darkseid, like he got Shivas, like you get Shivas and Assault Cuirass coming. Yeah, there's no lockdown, there's no disable, there's no like. Okay, is PL actually saving for buyback too? Yeah, he might be doing that. May as well just YOL of it. He's gonna pick up the
really
Eagle song. He's gonna have it for this fight. But he needs to basically have an Abyssal Blade to make this work.
Oh, yeah, that could be a 6th item.
But at the same time, now you get a Butterfly over on the Bloodseeker, so we can have the never-ending battle of people that can't hit things. DC, they really like. How do you even get your creep wave up onto the high ground? You got Paralyzing Cask, Shards, Breathe Fire, potential Iron Shell and Lance Spam. Even keeping a creep wave alive as you come to the tier 3 tower is impossible, which means then your heroes have to start tanking for you. This will help him. Storm Spirit jump up, however, he didn't get the right PL. PL just doppelgangers himself away. So just watching this middle lane just die. Brax just wants to breathe, yep. Can't get close. It's almost like, I'm gonna bring up a hero. You probably haven't heard his name in a while. But Elder Titan.
Yeah?
When Elder Titan...
Pretty good versus PL.
We were able just to send the Spirit out. The only issue is his laning phase, but send your Spirit out, you stomp it out, no one can come close. And then you had like... It was the build, the draft that Miracle used to go for. Where you go this Naga Siren as well as ET. So Radiance on Naga and then Spirit Spam out, the creep wave would actually die at the river. Mid-river.
Never be able to push.
Yep. That's actually what it turned into.
And then Naga just farms 6 slots and then you win.
We actually had an ET game last night.
I know, I saw Jeffins was playing it.
You actually watched that one?
Yeah, I saw some of it.
What went wrong?
I don't know, I honestly didn't watch it very closely. I was like in between that and the C9 DC games.
I know Rio was saying most of the time it's just like he can't get a combo off. Like the biggest problem for ET, he just cannot get a combo off.
Yeah, maybe in that game it was. I'm not sure it's... I don't think the hero's too awful, but he's, you know, Jeffins is the kind of guy that like likes to play like random heroes, and he loves to play those heroes that just aren't popular in the meta, just for the fact that, you know, he's different or like wants to be unique or...
Oh, it was definitely different and unique.
Yeah.
I would have just preferred to see a better combo with it. I actually like the older combo when you ran Sniper with Elder Titan. Like that was the old CIS combo that they did for TI4. Yeah, just before TI4 they were running that.
Alright, so what's going on? We got the Aegis Aegis is gone now.
Yep. No more Aegis, but you still got the cheese over on TC. You got a courier making the run up. They're trying to finish up the Shiva's guard.
Got a slower crest on Dazzle. Yeah, they're just missing I think Vlad's AC. Or like Vlad's on Skyrath or Dazzle, and then AC on Bloodseeker, and I think they can just go high ground.
I'm still skeptical about it. I still don't know if they can keep a creep wave, and when TC walks in, okay, break smoke, the hookshot's gonna come on 1437, he'll be the first one down, Glimmer Cape unable to save, and MSS also caught out. This is the dream now for TC. He's just gonna run himself forward, and they'll take out 3 heroes. Actually, the Storm Spirit got the kill, so TC, you wanted a good opening, all they need is a creep wave and they can go. No buybacks for all 3 of these heroes, and TK jumps out. They at least want some collateral kill over on AUI, and Bulba hookshot's in again. The BKB from Brax will protect him. They got no stuns to actually penetrate that immunity. And he needed just a TP out to get his life back again. DC, what a time. Actually, I seriously thought Cloud9 were gonna blow like the DC gank there. When the smoke broke, you see
They just weren't ready. Really smart jump. They brought down Darkseer before he was able to get like anything off, and same for the Witch Doctor. Force the buyback from Darkseer. They can just back off, get their next set of items, maybe an Aegis, and go win the game.
DC is so maneuverable as well. Like AUI is probably, well, I say he's actually not the slowest, but that would be Bedazzle. Having Clock, Bloodseeker, and Storm Spirit, Cores can always get to the fight so quickly.
They're very mobile.
So when they find those opportunities, they can really capitalize. Done. Manda is finally done for the PL. He's actually buying a 46-minute Manda Star.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe he's finally sick of getting silenced.
That's probably it, to be honest.
So he disassembles the SMY, so he's still got the Sange.
Sure.
But he'll get rid of this one later.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the gold right now.
No.
He actually doesn't have buyback either.
Short by 900. But having the Mana Cell, he can finally do what you're looking for before. Do this split push.
Yeah, his illusions last a little bit longer than the Mantis.
It kind of is the way to get back to what PL used to be.
Kind of, yeah. Still very different though. Illusions used to last so long. They used to have like radiances on them.
Oh, blink up. They found TC. Aura's punch as well. Hookshot's going to come in, so you have to commit death one. TC triggers the cheese, and look at the time for Water to come in with the Shiva's Guard. 1437. TC just mopped him up. A triple kill with a perfect blood right, and he's still got Rupture available. But he'll end up going down after triggering it. The PL just wants to TP himself back out to safety, able to do so, but the DK will not be so lucky. Bulba just hookshot chases after him, and Cloud9 lose 4, and they're probably about to lose Midrax.
No buybacks on any of those heroes.
PL actually spent his money. He bought a Basher at this point.
Yeah, he's all in for the defense.
Coming. Bulba wants a nice hook line. Very easy to notice which one of the two mana illusions. They're chasing up, trying to burn off a little bit of the mana. Can't make enough replicates though. Even using Doppelganger to send in more illusions. This also means that the Storm Spirit initiates, there's no Mana Star to break out of the Orchid.
Roshan's up.
And Storm goes in. Who cares about Roshan if he can win the game? They're going after Tuskar. And, well, Orchid it up, but it's not enough damage to get the kill. Summercape giving him that cover to get out. It wasn't the full cover considering the gem is still on the Storm Spirit, but at least gives him some resistance. And they are moving for Roshan now. And this just looks like it's in the bag for DC. Are these two teams ever destined to get whitewashes against each other? 2-0, 2-0, or 2-0, 3-0, now 2-0?
I don't know, man. Seems like DC brought their A game today.
They really did. Some of these hookshots from Bulba though have been so damn good. And Water's control of the Storm Spirit.
It runs in the family, man.
Need to start drinking that water they serve at their house.
Yeah. Spirit.
Maybe it's that. I wonder if he also uses a neck pillow.
That's a good question.
We need to find out. Like it's environmental training. There's got to be something that makes a great Storm player. Okay, we're good to go. Killing off Roshan. There should be no delay as well coming into our next game. The wonderful boys from Fire and Root, they are our next game coming up. The guys have agreed to play earlier, so if we do end 2-0, both teams are ready to go directly after, so you won't have your delay like we've had over our previous nights. And actually, we're almost at the official starting time anyway. We're 40 minutes away from official starting time. Depending how long this game goes, we may still remain on schedule. And so here comes DC. Middle lane will push itself, obviously. Cloud9, this is their time. They have to get the best defense ever. try and keep themselves alive in this game. PL still waiting around mid lane. He's hoping for Bulba to come in as she throws out one of the lances just to harass Bulba down. Bulba's fine with this. He's still got a good mana pool. The only problem is he can't get a good hookshot line, but that doesn't matter when Water jumps in. The Witch Doctor, he doesn't have enough to survive. The Blood Right's in the perfect position. The Storm's already found the kill. The Wall, well, it's not in a bad position, but they link a Sphere up on TC. They've got nowhere to kill off. The Bloodseeker now rumps over on the Dragon Knight, losing the Tuskar back in the trees. And I think this is over, PPG. You might get a great back into a wall, and the PL's getting more of himself. But TC, actually they lose Bulba as well, but the PL is the last man standing. And the Aegis Immortal is also still on this Storm Spirit. He may not have mana to speak of. But one man defending against three. PL enough. He's actually burning off so much mana. Dazzle and Skyrath can't do anything. Water almost wants to die, so he's got mana to play with here. Clockwork buys back and hookshot's in. Cog push back on that PL. They really want the kill, and he didn't get lucky on the Doppelganger. Actually got himself straight next to one of the Cogs. Tries to run it off, moves into our AUI. He's down but has buyback. 100 seconds. We had 50 seconds into his next death timer, but it's now or never. You play to keep your bottom ranks alive. This is a dieback and it's over. The melee ranks is down, the range ranks will follow. Cloud9 can even get some exit kills. Doesn't look like it. DC's backing out with high armor. No way for Cloud9 to chase. This was not the dream of Cloud9. Thought for a moment with the Darkseer Vakwall that they may have actually had the opening.
Yeah, it was looking like a pretty good fight, but they're just so far behind.
Economy makes them lose. Man, they really are so far behind too. 27,000 net worth behind. 28k on the experience. Considering that fight was as close as it was, they did pretty well. And now Bulba. He finds some friends. Has a haste rune though, so he's going to leave those friends. Whereas he's always got Storm Spirit around the corner. Storm's got 26 Bloodstone charges. Long jump down. He got the gem, so 1437 set. The hook shot down. Actually, he doesn't have the gem. He has the Aegis Immortal. Going the gem for them now. Dazzler's not TC, it's AUI. And Storm Spirit's ready to actually die and then TP back. He bought BTs. He actually gave up his boots. So they're sitting back in his stash so he can hold on to the Aegis, the Immortal.
Nice. 27 Bloodstone charges. Okay, he dies twice. Respawns instantly, picks up his boots to travel.
Yep.
Comes back in. And here we go.
And he actually forces the BKB out from Frank's ball, but gets a good hook shot, and they isolate MSS. So no Darkseer Vakwall. He got orchid up, hence he couldn't go for that combo. And even the PL, it brings Dazzle down low, but the Shallow Grave and Glimmer Cape allows him to escape. Even AUI dealing with the illusions, and they do burn through Storm Spirit, but like DC knows it's a means to an end. Yeah, you lose the Storm Spirit, you're about to lose AUI as well. But it's all trying to force the abilities out from Cloud9. Unless she 4-star forward, Storm Spirit jumping out, and MSS blows the Darkseer wall. They might be able to blow up the Dazzle as well. Blink's on cooldown for the moment, the jump in, and Courier's actually delivering it. It's delivering in the Aghanim Scepter over towards the Dazzle halfway through this fight. The Skywrath Mage will die. Witch Doctor gets a huge chunk of money for that. They're still so crippled on their side lane and mid.
Fight didn't go very well for DC.
It looked like DC didn't look like they wanted to fight. And then they still had like these two heroes staying behind thinking that maybe they can fight.
That was weird. It was really, I think it was just like a really sloppy fight. They're just being lazy because like, oh, we've already won and Storm has like 4 lives, let's just send them in. But
yeah, they can't get cocky like that. This Abyssal Blade's gonna be up for PL fairly soon. In fact, actually, what did he? He bought a Demon Edge, and then the Radiant Courier got killed instantly after.
Why do you buy a Demon Edge?
I don't know.
Praxis? I think it was Praxis.
It's no, it's definitely the PL's Demon Edge.
Oh, it is. Wow.
It had to be a misclick. He must have wanted to buy the relic. Yeah. It makes no sense to go for a Demon Edge. Unless he's deciding to sell the Basher, pick up the Monkey King bar. That's the other choice.
Yeah, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say he was going for the MKB.
Okay. If not, well, he may just do it anyway. He'll have
Yeah,
the money for it once he sells the Basher.
Curry's dead anyways.
Yeah, so he has to wait. Alright, so Cloud9 fence again. Effort to see a wall back off cooldown because it took him so long to attack this as water. Very aggressive jump in, but he knows he can't just get instantly blink and stunned because of that Lincoln Sphere of his. So he feels very safe going for such plays. If things get really bad anyway, you'll have a hookshot in from Bulba. Or Dazzle can... Well, he might be able to get in range for a Shallow Grave. Now he starts to weave up. Look at that armor on the Storm though. So high. He's actually got over 50 armor as he dives all the way down to the bottom lane. Forces the Glimmer out from MSS. It's just distraction. The top rack is the only thing that really matters now for C9. Between themselves and Megas. That's what they're going to stop. But TC, BKB to attack the rack. Water's coming in on the back end, trying to attack into MSS. And TC actually losing a lot of life very quickly. He'll still kill off the racks. The suicide was there from the Storm Spirit. Brought TC back up again so quickly. But it's Megas now in favor of DC. They need that final nail in the coffin. C9's only got the one foot in the grave at the moment.
Mega creeps. I think that's the game, right?
It should be. Should be. But I'm still seeing a farmed up PL.
Definitely farmed.
And Storm's running low on Bloodstone charges. He's down to 12 charges now. I say low at 12. But he's at least coming down in the charges. There's that Vlad's you were finally asking for the Tusker.
Yeah, that's nice. So they have now Vlad's AC. DC doesn't have an AC yet, but Buryu did get Vlad's, which I think was really smart. Now he has the Ags as well.
If Cloud9 can actually win one more fight, they might be able to get some counteractors. I know the Mega Creeps are going to cause so many issues for them anyway.
Yeah, the thing is, I think like all of DC will have buybacks, so they gotta win like, you know, 2 or 3 team fights while dealing with Mega Creeps.
Unless DC get overconfident and start spending more money. Because the only ones with buyback right now is Storm as well as Bloodseeker. Fox is still on cooldown and he's short of money.
Yeah, Skyrath and Dazzler are both really close though. Most part.
What else did he drop?
Who?
PL. Hey,
SNY.
Oh yeah, of course, yes, the SNY. Got the item. So now we actually can have a Monkey King bar as well as the full Abyssal Blade. But he can't have buyback if he buys such a thing.
Yeah, it's buyback cooldown is coming up.
And they really need to have 2 PLs. If they win the fight, having 2 PLs means they may even be able to like properly take a Rax or go for a GG push. Just not getting that much money. Mega Creeps are worth so little. It means DC's like efficiency farming is so damn good. Little cocky ball to TP back out. The Roshan's up in 45 seconds. This isn't really a big thing for DC. It's like, what are they? Oh, not again. What did they lose it this time? Okay, it was in the middle of the lane on top. Not quite sure what it was doing there. It was right on top of the tier 1 tower, or where it used to be.
Alright. Let's see. Gonna get another Roshan? Probably gonna wait for that, yeah?
But it doesn't really help DC. Like it would help C9 so much more if they could like smoke into it.
Yeah, but I think they'll probably just throw it on their supports or someone. I don't know, their supports are like 6 slotted too, so... There he is.
Everyone's basically full. Bulba could take it. Like he could drop that bomb at least carrying.
They might do the same thing they did last time and stash Storm's pots and just let him carry the Aegis. Yeah, that's definitely what they're gonna do.
I should get it. You know you've got way too much money when you buy a Moonshot over on a Storm Spirit.
Oh, that's nice. Good stuff.
Alright, so they put the Aegis Immortal on the Storm Spirit. Courier took his BTs back again, so we're back into the same situation. Die, you respawn, you pick up your BTs, you come straight back again. It won't be an instant respawn, but he does have enough money for a buyback, so that can make it instant. And the DK, well, that's a late game item. He built an armlet 60 minutes in.
Yeah, he's like, what can I buy with 3k gold? It's gonna help me here.
Buyback on cooldown to do so. And they're gonna jump in. They initiate over on Brax. Water, the main man to do it. Paralyzing cast. As she does trigger the Lincoln Spear. And this will allow the PL to run forward. Gonna start with his doppelganger to make more of himself. The PL losers moving over towards TC. Trying to burn off the mana. The Mandara losers are also coming in. They're all focusing on TC. They want to make this Bloodseeker have a real hard time.
Starting to get crazy in the base right now.
There's too many creep waves.
In.
The Mega Creeps are just taking out effigies. They're going to take out tier 4 towers soon. DC just have to wait for the right time to attack. They got Weave off cooldown in 6 seconds time. Maybe that's the armor they're then searching for to finish this. Yeah, they group up. There goes your Aghanim to Weave. And they jump in. They go after Brax with the Mystic Flare as well. Brax won't be able to survive. No bite. That's 83 seconds on the sideline. And with also the Witch Doctor joining in, they're about to have another one. This PL, he has to prove that he is more than a man. He has to be able to kill off the entire DC lineup almost single-handedly. MSS is at least back with a nice wall, but...
He's just in the buildings.
Yep. They're trying to finish the game. PT, wow, where's your life? More of it. He doesn't have cheese. And Saki knows he's trying to chase after him, but he's not getting close enough for it. And actually get the ball response over onto AUI. Chasing after more. The lances were flying up, but Doppelganger gets PL away from Water. He's dropping the cheese on the ground. Wait, where's he's coming in for the tier 4 towers. This PL still man-boating it. They're trying to find more. The Snowball will be the only thing that can protect the Tusker. He can't flick himself away, and they back it back into the wall. The fortress is exposed. They've caught that fortification to buy a little bit more time, but there's no more time. The PL can't, but the game will be over, and it will be Cloud9 eliminated from ESL 1 as DC only claimed one victory for the first time against Cloud9. They make it a doubler. 2-0.
There you go. Back.
And they really did it. We'll have ourselves a break. Grab yourself a beverage, everyone. We'll be back as we'll have our final series of the night. It will be Fire going up against Rude to see